Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey, Arizona. Just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now.
Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy. How you doing?
We are always in need of some help down here. Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on YouTube, Twitch, Discord, and the home site, www.breal.tv. What it do? Dr. Greenthumb right here. Our special guest today in the house. Kalan up in here for real, for real.
It's the deal for real, man. What's going on?
Chilling, man. Good to have you up in here.
Pleasure to be here, man, with the legends, man.
That's what's up.
What's going on?
To his right, the legendary Psycho Les in the building.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Up in the Treehouse crew, Bolton, Blombo, Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, what up, B? We're doing good. We even got our Uncle Trace up here.
What up, Uncle Trace?
Live and direct from the treehouse.
That's right. He's team manager today. You know, he's not playing on the bases, but he's team management up there.
That's right.
All right. We got the strong one, Strong Tone in the building
What up, everybody?
with a strong bag right there. That's
Merry New Year, everyone.
Merry New Year. And we got the brosha himself, Sendal.
Yup. What's up to everybody out there? Okay, well, mi gente. Good to see you guys once again.
Yes, man. It's good to see everybody here, man. Salute. And, man, Kalan, good to have you up in here, man.
Nice to be here, man.
Putting in a lot of work.
Yes, sir.
You just dropped an EP, right?
Yep. No hard to understand. Just hit the flow. It's going crazy right now.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Got the fans excited for that shit right now.
Oh, yeah. They've been going crazy, showing up. They singing it already. It's been out about a little less than a month. They singing the songs in the club already.
That's the best feeling,
Yeah,
right?
That's vibe. It's vibing.
Like you could go out there and just put the mic out.
Put the mic out, they gonna sing with me 100%.
That's the
Karaoke.
That's the best feeling as
Yeah.
as an artist to me. You know what I mean? Like when they know the words word for word, you could pull any one of them out of the crowd and be like, "Here, you do the verse."
Yeah, that's like my favorite part. That's my favorite part of it. That's why I like performing so much. Like, if I had to pick, like, what's the best part about all of this is probably performing. After the money, that was performing. Gotta get the money.
Yeah,
but,
one begats the other. You know? I seen
Can't
Chuck.
have one without the other.
I seen Chuck D do that one time. They were performing. Public Enemy was performing at I think it was the Palace. You were at this show, I think, Sendog, and I think they were doing a show with was it Digital Underground or somebody? It was something like that. And out of nowhere, Chuck stops the show, and he pulls a dude out the crowd to do Chuck's parts. And homie knew the words, like he rocked it. Flavor Flav was on top, doing the sprinkles and all that. Must have been the best moment for dude who got pulled out the crowd.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was entertaining because,
Yeah, you never forget that.
nah,
He's talking about that right now.
I mean,
every day.
I didn't forget it. I saw it. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that was kind of cool. Like that he let a fan come up there and rock a verse real quick.
Yeah, you took
That's
it
fire.
back right there with the Palace.
Yeah,
And
because they call that something else.
yeah,
Yeah, what's the Palace? That's what I was about to say.
PE and Digital Underground together. That has a feel of back in the day type thing.
Yeah, it was 90.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
91, 90 or 91.
Early 90s.
I wasn't even
Yeah.
born yet.
Yeah. We hey, we weren't even on yet. We weren't even on yet. I think we were just like barely getting started. I mean, we're still like, I think we had just newly got the deal, but we weren't out there yet.
So somewhere around 90.
Somewhere around 90, yeah.
word up.
When it was still called the Palace. Now it's called something else. It's on what that shit? I forget. They changed the name. But to me, that's one of the dopest moments where you could go to like a different country, even, you know, where they don't speak English so much.
And they know your words.
Singing out the words.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that I think for an artist, that is one of the best parts, is going and playing the shows and seeing the impact of the music like that.
Yeah, man.
And when you just put out, you know, like a new release, and they already know it, you know they love it because they already put that time into.
They getting them words down already. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's fire.
When you could get ahead of the game like that, that's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. No cap.
When they got dance routines to it already.
Yeah. Already going crazy. Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that hip hop wasn't necessarily like that in the beginning. You had to get the music when you got it. You didn't get it beforehand. There was no, unless someone leaked the album or something like that.
Do you think that's better or worse?
I think it's some cases it's better because like it gives people a chance to live with it and you sort of test out the water. Like other genres do this, right?
Yeah.
Before they actually put out the album, they might go play it in front of their crowd to see what hits, and actually, you know, they're getting better as they're playing it in front of a crowd. So when they actually go record it, it's even more significant, I think. But it's like used to be that they tested out the material before they actually put it out. Where hip hop, we didn't necessarily do that. Some of us, experimented with it, but rarely, did you want that getting out first.
Yeah.
I think the only people that can keep their record from leaking are people on the underground.
Yeah.
You're in any kind of major label, your record ain't got no chance of not leaking.
Yeah, no, it'd be out.
Too many hands on it.
Too many hands.
People be having songs, man. It's always something popping up on SoundCloud, YouTube, or something like that.
Yep.
And
release stuff, man.
These days artists can't sit on their work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, we need this out, and the patience
drop fast.
Unless like if you're with the major label, you sort of have to have that discipline because they're not going to allow it. But again, like you said, even with major labels, those are where the real leaks actually happen.
Yeah, they all coming out.
When it's independent, you leak it because you leak it and you allowed it to, and that's because you wanted it to. You know what? Screw this date. Let's get it out there.
Yeah. I think more so now since it's so much music coming out, like you were saying, like it was more controlled back then.
Right.
Like you could, like unless you was underground, you know what I'm saying, you was pressing it up yourself, you really didn't have no major distribution. So with so many people making so many rappers and stuff like that, and we all use the same studios. Yeah. So the music just be there. Like, you know what I mean?
And now you got
just be sitting and it's like it's all digital.
Yeah.
Yep. You can't really delete nothing off a computer.
Right.
Like, it's really crazy.
And it's quick serving because like, if in the old form, right, and you were doing it independent before digital, you had to press those records and or CDs, whatever you were pressing, right?
That shit yourself. We get them machines, and them big tall machines, putting the CDs in them.
Yeah, and unless you had like a significant budget, you was only pressing so many. But right now,
well, if you ain't doing it all by yourself, you know what I mean? It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but I'm saying like right now you can, because you could just make a deal with one of the digital distribution companies like a Symphonic or a DistroKid or TuneCore or whatever, and you put it up yourself
every day. It's like a 1,000. So I mean, like 500,000 songs a day that come out or some shit like that, like minimum.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's dropping. There's a million rappers. Like,
nobody cares about the Tuesday and Friday drops.
No, it don't matter.
We were already talking
going
about
up.
that.
I dropped 2 songs today.
Yeah.
Put them both
it's like 340. All right, it's good enough.
Yep,
let's put it out.
Video. Let's do it. And then you can shoot a video on your phone. You don't even.
Oh, hell yeah.
Y'all used to have to spend $1 million on the video.
Yeah.
It don't cost a nigga nothing. You can cuss on here?
Yeah.
It don't cost a nigga nothing no more.
It doesn't cost you anything
at all.
You don't
you like you said, you post it right there from it too. You don't just make it, you posted
everything right here in your hand.
And then you went live to talk about it right there, same device.
And you don't gotta wait.
Yeah.
Everything right there in your hand, man.
Yep.
And that's the difference is that, like a lot of the independent artists now, they're like, well, y'all held us out of the game for so long. We're going to do what the hell we want because we can.
That's what's happening.
And they're not like doing the traditional, we're waiting till Tuesday where all the new music drops, or Friday when all the new music drops.
Ain't nothing traditional for the independent.
Well, but the whole thing is if you're an independent, you get buried in that because like all the big records from the labels who put the money behind this, like the artists, you're gonna get buried in that. But if you're coming out on the days that they're not,
I mean, they kind of level out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, I feel like in music, like we getting the same kind of 15, 20 people.
Yeah.
At the top, like in hip hop, we gonna get the same 15 people, and a new 5 people gonna spark in every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Gonna cut through and make some noise, and you know, pretty much it's like, as long as you getting off independently, you don't even gotta worry about that shit.
Nah.
Especially if you're independent one, you're gonna be making the same money. Basically, anybody signed to a big label is gonna be making anyway, because now you got less people in your pot because you're doing it yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if you doing decent numbers, you killing them. You really killing them. And then, you know what I'm saying, merch and all of that shit, you just gotta have everything, you know?
Yeah.
It's just harder to cover all the bases when you don't got a machine, but you just gotta make a list and scratch shit off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you got some discipline and you create your machine, you can have the machine.
Yeah.
True that.
But you got to build it.
You gotta build it.
Yeah.
You gotta build the infrastructure.
And it's step by step.
Yeah.
You can't skip steps, and you can't like do it all at once.
Yeah, definitely gotta learn. You definitely gotta learn in this, but
And you heard it your whole life. Everybody already knows it. You know, you got to spend money to make money. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You don't get a great team for nothing.
Yeah, nah, you don't.
That don't work.
You don't.
Now you don't have to spend like what you would spend, you know, with a major record company.
Yeah,
you know?
do what's suitable for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You could have a decent enough budget to hire the right people and not like blow it crazy out.
I don't know.
Like,
People want to be a millionaire right away.
Yeah.
You know
But
what
I'm
saying?
just
It's not
saying-
like that.
the quick bag ain't
Yeah,
it ain't,
it ain't
never
it.
like that.
You're gonna lose it fast.
I'm saying choose your people wisely.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You can get the most out of it, but don't be cheap about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't. Like
That's
you
all.
because you get what you pay for. Like if you know you got two people and one is really qualified to do the job, but he costs a little bit more, and you're like, well, this guy's okay. He's not quite this guy.
Yeah,
You're gonna get the results that you pay for.
absolutely.
You're gonna get the all right results if you go with the all right guy with the good pricing, right? But you're gonna get the great results if you just spend that little bit of money because you're gonna get that back.
Well, it's
Well,
like buying weed.
More. Everyone knows more. More does not necessarily equal better. You know?
No,
So
but depends on who the person is and the qualifications and the track record.
it's their history that is everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
all.
you know, some of those people with that kind of resume, they're a little bit more pricey than the person that's like new, knows and is capable, but doesn't have the network and doesn't have the track record to go with it.
If Pricey is going to deliver what it is that you're seeking, that's what you pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Word.
It's like if you got like a, you know, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Like if
you're
you
good.
got somebody doing a job, like I'd rather go with the professional to do the job, which I know is gonna be more expensive than having somebody just be like, well, I could do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even what you wanted to do.
That's
you
right.
just floating around. So I know you're not gonna do it like somebody that's been planning on doing it their whole life.
Man.
It's just more compassion right here.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it, right? I've seen it. Like dudes that, you know, on their second record, they didn't want to spend as much money and they wanted to save more of that recording budget so they could pocket it later. So instead of going and getting the right engineer, they went and got the engineer who could do it, right? Not the right engineer, but the one who was, you know, at least capable of tracking it and putting it up. Now, can he make it sound as good as this guy over here with the crazy track record and you know, is known for having an ear and you know, pumping tracks up? I mean, you make your decision, right? When the product comes out, you could tell the distinction between the first and second joints they put out. Like the first one, when they went to the right guy, sounds beefy and thick the way an album should, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go to the guy who could do it, but he's not pro and he doesn't got that track record, and it sounds okay, but it ain't on the level of this one over here, right? And that's what you do to yourself. You know, if you're gonna get someone who gives you a great price, make sure they got the track record. You know, because anybody will do it to use your name to build a resume with.
Their
it.
resume, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's like a win-win for them.
Yeah.
It's like yours is iffy,
right.
you know?
And more people will hire that person based on the fact of the resume. Like, you worked for so and so and so and so. Hell yeah, I got a project. But there's no rating that comes. Like nobody rates an engineer. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, well, yeah, we used that guy, but he was boof.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because nobody does that to each other, nor should you, because it's
nah, we do that now.
You do that now?
Hell yeah! If it's get him out of here, my boy. I done been to a session.
Well, no, that part.
I'm gonna record myself.
No, that part's been in the game.
Oh, but I'm telling the homies though, when the homies go in there, don't get him, bro. You gonna be in there stressed out. I'm not coming if he in there. I'm not even gonna show up, bro. If he
give the engineer a Yelp rating.
What? Line his ass right
out. Hey. Nah, hey, for real. That way you don't waste time and money.
He didn't even know what he was doing.
He didn't know what he's doing. They be slow sometimes.
Oh, hey, that
they don't. Let me get that.
They
don't know how to use the equipment in the room. That's the worst. When you don't know how to use the equipment in the room, you just in here pressing buttons. Why we got all this equipment in here, man?
Hey, when Pro Tools had just came on, I got I had to do some work, and I had this engineer. He didn't really know Pro Tools, man. Man. Was aggravating.
But see, that's like back, he got a chance now, but it's Pro Tools 15.
Well, no, there was
he better know now.
No,
you know what you dealing with now.
Now, see, the difference was his homie didn't want to pop into what was happening now. Other engineers had gotten Pro Tools and they knew how to snap through it, but homie was with the old school mentality, nah, man, I'm gonna stick doing this, and he was on the late freight on learning the Pro Tools. So, his track record before the Pro Tools, he was dope. But when this Pro Tools shit happened, man, the learning curve on that, he didn't even want to deal with it. So when he started getting work and was slow, he stopped getting a lot of work because he was slow.
Got to evolve, man.
That's real talk, man. But you're right. If there's somebody that's not doing the job, out of here immediately.
What we make it a known thing. Everybody know it's like a secret society for engineers. Just know we talking about y'all.
Y'all got to step it up. What were you gonna say, Trace?
I was gonna ask him, as an independent artist, is that something where it's kind of advantageous to you being independent because you're in full hands-on with control of your creativity, rather than working with a big label telling you, shorten up the hook, do this, do that. Do you enjoy that, being independent? Does that give you a little more free reign to do what you want to do?
I'm not independent. I'm signed to Rock Nation.
Oh, so you are on a major label?
Yeah, I'm on a major label, but I was independent though before.
Okay, that's where I was going with that.
So definitely when I was independent, it was easier to get the stuff done, but I didn't work as hard, I feel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just it's whatever really works for the artist, because you could be independent and have one type of career, or you can be I compare it to sports. So in football, you might have a guy that be in the league for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? He's top paid guy, just been getting by, but nobody knows who he is. Or you can have a dude that does all the commercials and all the stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what type of star you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's your goal? What your goals are for your music? What's your end goal for your life? What kind of legacy you want to leave? Right. You got to know that beforehand. So independently, it's only so much you can do. You know what I mean?
And now let me ask you this: doing that transition, like you're saying, go from an independent into a major label, is it important to have the right fit on that major label for once again to be able to be able to express your creativity?
Yeah, you got to go where you can work with people.
It's got to be a good fit.
What I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. I feel like since I play sports, it's so much of a sports relationship to music for me. It's like getting the recruiting process. If I can compare it to anything,
right?
You want to go with a team that has interest in you. You don't want to just go because I want to go to this school because it's big. I want to go to this school because this dude went here or that. If they not messing with you, I don't think you should go there and try to play you feel me?
Yeah,
whatever sports you gonna do, you know what I mean?
Well,
so,
now I have to ask you, what sports did you play?
I play football. I played for San Diego State.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you just captured Sendog's heart, man.
Oh yeah.
Sendog played.
Where you play at?
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't go to university, but I did semi-pro stuff and things like that.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Played at the park.
Hell yeah.
At the park.
At the park, B.
Everything. I dislocated my shoulder playing at the park.
So what position?
I was 10. Corner.
Corner?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got the wheels.
Yeah, and I'll be rolling.
Because usually when you got the corner or any of that,
the clock is officially represented with all twos except for the month of January of 1.
All right. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Even though that's 2 minutes off, how about that? To put another deuce on it.
Do you incorporate your football in your raps too?
Not so much, but like situations and feeling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like football prepared me for like the music business. You know what I'm saying? Like going through all the adversity and just learning how to deal with folks and not be in control. Like in a lot of positions in life, like a man like don't know how to really be a man when they not in control.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
This is why sports are so great for
Yeah,
people.
you gotta kids should definitely play sports.
All-
Like, you know what I'm saying?
They all teach you, like golf is an incredible sport to play because you learn so much about yourself.
Yeah.
You know, that's really
Patience.
Yeah, you're learning. I mean, yeah, you have to be able to mentally and emotionally maintain consistency throughout a 4-hour period, regardless of the conditions. You just got to put the conditions out of your head. You know?
And
I'll tell you what, though.
Let's face it. You can smoke out there on the golf course too, Steph.
But I'll tell you what, a team sport though is when you learn how to rock with everybody and
deal
everybody.
with other people. You know, what I'm
everybody
saying?
plays a role, and there's that trust factor. Like I got to trust you to play your role on our team,
right?
And I got to do my end too.
Everything,
teamwork,
and that's yeah.
I learned all that in college, man. Like you know what I'm saying. You gotta look at it how it's broke down. The coach gotta feed their family. If you're not playing good, he gonna get fired.
Right.
Why the fuck should I play you if you're not doing what you're supposed to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody's got to step up.
Everybody got to be accountable for what they got going on. So
that gave you a different discipline too.
Yeah. My outlook on like how I carry myself, or like how everything moves around me is really based around that.
And I think that the push through to like follow
definitely.
up and like finish something.
Mm-hmm. Like if my whole outtake on this is like you could do this forever. I could do this forever.
Yeah.
Like I really could do this forever, and it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not hard to do, but it's not hard to deal with for me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would be hard to deal with for. I feel like dealing with the music, it'd be hard to deal with. But if you can push through wiggle through anything and keep going, who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I think it's the mindset you carry too. Like if you have that mindset like that, like I could push through anything, and then none of this stuff is going, stop me from getting to the end goal.
Absolutely.
Right? Because we always say it on the show, is what you tell yourself. You know, if you plant negative seeds, negative shit happens. If you plant the positivity and follow it up with the work, you could push through.
Definitely. That works serious.
And I think anybody that played a sport like for a long time, most especially like 10, 15 years, you get that part. Because you're expected to play your role, play your part, and like push through every time, no matter what that might be. I mean, so in music, it's the same thing. If you got an album you got to work on, and you got, a contract for that album, you got to get your ass up in that
Get in that studio. You gotta put that shit out.
Yeah,
working.
There's no time for creative blocks.
Yeah, you gotta make a hit.
Yeah,
get off the flow.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's it. So there's a lot of talented people that don't got that push through.
Yeah.
They let the negativity or just the adversities that might happen in the game. Like when, if you're signed to a label and they don't like the song, that might break an artist that wrote that song. Oh, hell no, that was my best song and they hated it. Yeah. I got to go back. And
You can't let nobody trick you out your position.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? People be getting tricked out their position, but I ain't even gonna say it's raised by females because I was raised by a woman, but you can't operate like no. You know what I'm saying? You can't operate soft. You gotta have some tough skin out here. It's life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if they didn't like your song, you just gotta like push through it.
Make another one.
Make another one.
Make another one.
If you're a creative person, you should just be able to create another one. And like put the ego and the hurt aside. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite songs, everybody be like, nah, that's not the hit. All right.
Hey,
gonna make another one. This y'all like this one?
Yeah.
This the hit? All right, y'all can have it. I still like this one though. I'm gonna listen to this one by myself until I want to put it out.
And as artists, sometimes we ain't always right about our songs.
Yeah, nah, definitely, definitely.
You always gotta be open minded.
Definitely gotta be open minded for sure. Sure. You don't know everything. The man that knows, he don't know nothing, knows the most.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, like the singles that hit for us. Which we didn't pick them, the label did, because like we were picking some other shit that they were like, nah, that ain't it.
Yeah.
We want to do this one. And I always thought, okay, well, y'all know this game more than I do. I'm cool with that pick, right?
Not only that, but they're the ones investing.
Yeah, and that too.
It'd be a lot of that.
That too.
Yeah.
There was only one time I fought him on a single, which was Greenthumb. They wanted me to change that shit, and I was like, nah, I'm not changing that. They're like, well, we want it to be more like Insane. I'm like, well, you already got Insane. This is what I'm sticking with.
Insane Part 2.
And you know what I mean? That was the only time I ever had to like say, I'm not going with that advice. I'm like sticking with this one. And they let us ride or die on that choice. You know what I mean? And sure, it didn't get a lot of radio play because it was a weed song before playing weed songs were cool.
Yeah.
But it became a cult classic for us. And, you know, so
it worked in other places.
But it's a reason why weed songs are cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of paved the way.
The door right
Yeah,
there
you
so
know.
that this style of hip hop can be heard and people accepted it.
That's the very
But
reason
you had
this
to have
podcast
a green
is
thumb
happening
stuff
right
to
now.
be-
Yeah.
For real.
Hey, listen, that is real talk, Trace. If I didn't stand up on that song right there, this
We wouldn't even
podcast,
be here right now.
it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The shops ain't open. They ain't open.
Dr. Green.
There is none of this. So, you know, like it was the only one time I ever had to like speak up to them because like I always believed in their choices. Because, you know, for me, like in our early sessions, we never went home with any of the music. Muggs was always afraid that music would leak.
Mhm.
So like I unattached myself to the music immediately. So
As soon as you get home.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel
Once
you.
I leave the studio, you know what I mean? I hear it when it's done and when it's packaged and boom, there it is, right? Because we were very afraid of leaks then. We don't do that anymore. But back then that was a thing. And so I always trusted. Like I was never that close to the music after we did it to where, oh, this is my favorite song. We gotta go with this one. You know, I always was cool with them choosing, but like when it came to that Greenthumb shit and they wanted me to change it, that was the only one I was like, nah, I ain't changing that shit.
I feel you.
Sometimes you got to stand up on yours. Sometimes you got to know when to compromise.
But
But
go with your gut sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
thank God for that one.
Yeah.
Know what we'd be doing right now. We'd be on the road somewhere, but we wouldn't be doing this. You know, like, have you ever thought like when you started doing this, was there like a thing where like I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, like for, you know, because some people have like that 5-year plan. I'm gonna do this 5-10 years, and then
Nah, I gave myself like when my music like started to take off, when I started to like boom in like LA, I had like gave myself like 6 months, and I was gonna get a job, but I had a felony, so I'm like high as hell. Y'all got me high as hell.
It's
man.
all right. We there with you. We right there with you.
Yeah, I got an F, so I couldn't get the job I wanted to try to get. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna give myself like 3 more months to figure it out, or I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go try to get a different job.
Right.
No, I tried to drive Uber. That's what I was finna do, and I couldn't drive Uber because I had a felony. I was like, all right, I'm gonna give myself a couple more months, and I'm gonna see, you feel me, what go on. And maybe like 3 weeks after the Uber thing, I like started taking off on SoundCloud. So like I just started like going up locally, like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
all over. And then I looked up in like 6 months, I'm like, oh damn, I'm like really a rapper. Like, you know, I'm getting paid for shows and stuff like that. Maybe like 2 months after that, I did I did my first show at the Globe Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wanted to give me a show at first. Nobody wanted to take my first show, so I just rented the spot out. We threw our own show.
That's what's up.
Right.
Yeah, hell
That's
yeah.
what's up. The fact that you could do that now is everything, man.
Man.
Like you ain't got to like wait on if a promoter's gonna get down with you or not. You
Yeah,
can
no,
do
you
that.
just go do your thing sometimes, man. You
How'd
gotta-
that feel when you packed the place?
Oh, it was crazy. I didn't believe it. Because around the timing of it, it was like the same day as Nip's funeral. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Nip. You know.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, so like that was it was just a sad day. And then it rained. You know, every time it rained,
It's it's
like
hard to get people to
you know
come
what I'm
out.
saying?
Yeah.
Get the people to, but that motherfucker was wall to wall.
I know that felt
And
good.
I was chill. I had a little emotional moment after me and my mom's.
Did you throw more of your own shows after that? Like seeing that you had the ability to pack the place without
Yeah, like later on we did it again, but then we started getting with like promoters and stuff later. Like it just started to make more sense.
Makes it easier for you because it's a lot of pressure throwing.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's not no easy work, you know what I'm saying? And just you know what I'm saying? We got a small team, but we work real hard. I don't got a big old team, we got a small team. Like my inner team, like, you know what I mean? So
sometimes a small team could make a big splash.
Yeah, man, we trying to change the world.
Hey, on production on this, you got Mustard, Hitmaker, and who else?
Mike Hector, and Diego.
Word.
Yeah, we going crazy.
What type of shit were y'all listening to before you got into into the studio? Like anything was inspiring you, or just you came with ideas off the head?
I was listening to a lot of. I made like a playlist, like all like the songs like I really fuck with. So I was listening to like a lot of Future, Dream, like throwbacks. You know what I'm saying? Ozzy Brothers. I was listening to everything. You know what I'm saying? Old Snoop. Just I was listening to some MC8. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of music. I was listening to old So Def stuff. Like I like eras of music. You know what I'm saying? So I like sounds. I was a sound guy. Like I listened to a lot of Master P. So, you know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of old Wayne. So I got that Manny Fresh production.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just was diving into music. I'm always diving into music. I'll just go off the deep end and be stuck on something right now. You know what I mean?
Get inspired by any of it,
Any of it, yeah. And then life was happening. So I was just, I was lit, man. I was going up.
Yeah, life inspires, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Positive and negative.
That's always going to be happening from to the end.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You gotta just take this shit on by storm. Like, what you gonna? Is you gonna live or you gonna live? You know what I mean? For real. Like a lot of people be like, yeah, I came, I did this. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta live the way you want to live.
Yeah, you gotta live. You gotta be like, man, I lived.
You can't talk about what you don't have. Cause you just gotta go get what you want.
Yeah, and appreciate what you got.
Yeah.
Hey, in the Dave Chappelle joint that he just put out, he put out like a joke, but it was also like something that he was saying, like, I'm living my dream, living in my dream. You know what I mean? Like, totally, I saw it, went for it, and I'm living in it right now.
Yep.
And he was basically telling people, live in your dream.
Yeah, on God. A lot of people would never be able to feel that or understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be odd to have that conversation. A lot of people be like, I don't be stressing too much.
Yeah.
Because it's like, man, what else should I be doing? I'm doing what I want. I said I was going to do this, and I did it.
Exactly.
Well, the worst you're going to do is make some mistakes, but that's how you learn.
You know what I'm saying?
So, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's so much, there's so much, such a greater reward to fail on your own behalf sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Take the chance. It might not work, but at least you'll learn from that.
Yeah.
And next time when you take a chance, you'll know, no, don't do that. Let's try this one this time. Let's see what happens over here.
Yeah, I mean,
life talks to you.
Yeah, life talks to you, man.
Yeah, you just gotta listen.
Yep, and answer.
Yeah,
with work.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
But you got to definitely be listening before you can make those answers. You know.
God.
Yeah, man. It's a crazy thing when people don't realize it when it's happening to them, that they're actually living their dream. Because they're too busy, rocking it and working it, not realizing that they're living it.
I call it still dreaming.
Yeah.
Still dreaming.
Still dreaming.
Still dreaming. It could be good or bad. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever get to a point like this is something I struggle with when I wasn't, since I don't be like where I want to be, that I don't really find time to enjoy where I am. So that's something you struggle with?
I think at times, when I thought about it so much, like when I'm in my head, definitely. Like, we should be here, and we're,
Kinda, I think like our attitudes are kind of like the overachiever attitude, where a lot of our minds work as entrepreneurs, musicians, and talents like this, where it's a constant evolution. So you're constantly, your mind is working. I talk to a lot of people, and I suffer from it. it's like sleep. Like you don't go into a deep sleep because you're already thinking in your head of like what's going on tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm in the next day already.
See, you are that mentality right there. And it kind of like if you did a survey with all of us, we'd all check those boxes. So we kind of all suffer from that same type of thing. But I think that comes with the creativity mindset as well, where you would die if your mind died. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
You know, I think that's why we always tend to like do more work and not enjoy the moments.
Yes.
Because we're so busy fucking working and like, you know, because we're pushing for more, not satisfied. I think it's the thing that look, we're never really gonna ever be satisfied with what we have. We want to constantly push for more because we know we're capable of it.
Right.
And I think some of us get used to the work.
What's the saying? Take time to smell the roses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
it is.
I mean, you know, a lot of us just keep working. I know I do.
Yeah.
You know, I rarely do vacations. I don't think I ever took one. To me, I always look at the work as the vacation.
Yeah, like man,
You know?
yeah, man, that's crazy. I'll be on the same thing. Like, man, fuck it, I get to go when I'm working. Like, I ain't tripping. Like,
we're living the
my
dream.
favorite thing to do is like when I don't have nothing to do is watch TV.
Right?
People be on me like, why you want to just sit here? Hey, man, I'm finna go be on the road for 3-4 months.
I could relate.
Yeah, I'm about to go do this for 3 months. I'm gonna get to go everywhere I wanted to go. I'm gonna have a little bit of time to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
It's handled already. I schedule.
You know what I know that helps with like when I'm in my head like that heavy where it's just all coming in like that is meditating. You know what I'm saying? Like doing some meditations and stuff like that and trying to get some consistency with them. Sometimes, you know, we don't have time for it, but if you make that little bit of time, you can reset and help connect all the dots that sort of plague you, like all those 1,000, you know, ideas or thoughts that might be running through the head.
Alrighty.
Well, while you're working, because that's like happening while you're working. Like you're so busy doing shit, but you think, oh, this thing over here and this and that shit over there, and like it's never ever one thing. You know what I mean? Especially when you're trying to be creative too. All the things of life happening, and you're trying to be creative. And then the business aspect of it. I mean, it's a lot. So I think, you know, meditation will help slow it all down so you can like process it better.
Yeah.
You got to get your bare feet on the grass and in some dirt.
True that.
In the sand. Got to get that. You got to get that earth.
Nah, that's real.
It's for real.
That's real.
Yeah. Everybody deals with it in their different ways, though. You know what I'm saying? But for me, like sometimes when it's just like a little much and I got to slow it down, the meditation works.
Word.
Because then I'm not, you know, I try never to stress off any of the shit, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes certain situations might like get you to that point. And then when I'm at that point where I know I might pop off, I'm gonna go meditate real quick.
God, I'm gonna go sit down real quick.
Sit down and collect myself, as they call it. You just go collect yourself real quick. What you drinking over there, Les? I saw that.
You want some?
No.
Sure.
I don't know. What is it?
Stout.
Oh, it's a stout.
Yeah.
Oh, psh.
Gotcha.
You already know.
Good.
Always
I'm
down
good.
with the
I'm good.
stouts, but
Bring it. I'm good, thank you.
or you have a drink of choice, or you just smoke herb.
No, I'm just an herb guy. I drink, but I'm really a herb guy. I got my own strand too.
What's it called?
Foam Fingers by Player Favors. Foam Fingers.
Nice.
Yeah, it's with jokes up. Got raps and stuff too.
It's an exotic.
Yeah.
What type of flavors do you like smoking? Mainly?
I'm like a gelato, like flavor or like fruity type. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a gusher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gush is good. Gelato's good.
Like a gelato. That's kind of like
Skittles.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like to smoke.
Those are very tasty.
Thanks.
Yeah, but smooth on the bud though. Like I don't like a harsh smoke either.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that you grew up in sports.
Yeah.
Right. And where along the way did music start making a difference for you? And if you have that one artist that really, you know, hit you in the head type of thing.
From the jump though, it was music first before it was sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had when I was young, man, I used to be like really like watching Michael Jackson. Like crazy, like it was like crazy. Like every day I had to watch like the little Moonwalker movie. Like I used to make everybody watch it with me. My cousins all like, "Come, we finna watch this. Like we finna do this." dancing, singing all day. My grandma used to just play a gang of music. So like I used to be listening to Stevie Wonder. I used to be listening to like Anita Baker. You know what I'm saying? Just like classics, like real old music all day. I just been with my grandma all day. So I'm listening to all of this all day. I'm in the back playing. This just playing through the house. She play it real loud. She bake cakes all day. So just hanging out.
That music is staying
And
in
it's
you.
just stuck. It started fucking with me. And as I
You're
got
a little
older,
kid playing, but you don't know you recording all this for life.
and as I got older, I started singing like just through the house. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And in middle school, I played the drums and shit because I wanted to be like, you feel me? I had got a drum set.
Yeah.
I had to start playing the drums. My school had a band. I played the drums in the band, but I was playing football too though. So like I always just been like back and forth,
Right.
trickling between music and, you know what I'm saying, and sports.
What got you into football?
My cousin Keenan Howery, he played for LaSalle and he played for Oregon, and he was like fire punt returner at Oregon, like broke the record for the like punt returns at Oregon and shit like that. Like he was a GOAT. Ended up playing in the NFL. He played in the league. So just like, you know, everybody got them cousins that you look up to. Like he was like, I was like superstar. He got me into rapping.
So he inspired you
Everything.
to play
I'm
football
really living his life. If you really want to put it together, everything he was doing, I'm just doing it.
Has he ever told you that?
Never. I don't think we've never talked about it. He had never said it. He ain't never talked because he's so much older than me. You know what I'm saying? I was like 5 years old. He was in college. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was just like.
But he was your inspiration.
Yeah, like that's big. That's my big cousin. Like that's like he was more like my older brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we lived together and all that. So every time I'd be going to his games, he was in high school and I'm a little kid, so I remember that. And then I'm like, I'm gonna play football. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to rap because he had a whole bunch of like music stuff. And I had already been into music. I was playing the drums and stuff like that. And he had like the big 49 keyboard. What's that you can make beats on that had the computer in there?
Yeah.
He had that one. He had the Macintosh, the big one, the white one. Yeah. So he had all that shit set up in the garage. I'm like, you can make a song with that? He like, yeah, we be making music. He started playing me the music him and his homies was making. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you can teach me how to do it. He like, yeah. He like, you can't record it. He's like, I'll let you make a song, but you got to make your own beat. So I just
that started everything.
I just cooked some shit up right there, right in them seconds. We was in the garage, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be either a football player, or a rapper, or I'm gonna be a rapper that's a football player. Like, I'm gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? So
could have been both.
Could have been both. Low key, I did both at the same time in a little way. So
why not? Because athletes are doing that now.
Yeah,
you know
why not on everything? It's a lot of good rapping like athletes.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like producers and stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, like when Shaq started doing that, right, in terms of hip hop, that like opened up a lot of doors for other athletes.
Yeah, shit. Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
AI. You know what I'm saying?
All of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's because a lot of cats like you started with music, but they were talented with the sports. And that's sort of, you know, what drove them.
Yeah.
But you know, there's nothing saying today that you couldn't do both.
Yeah, I feel like today more of a time where you could do anything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
There's no limitations on.
There's
today.
no limitations on today.
You mentioned also that you took an injury playing ball.
Yeah.
Had that injury not occurred, would your focus have changed at all from sports to music, the way you hit it now?
Nah, cause I didn't stop playing football because I got injured. I stopped playing because I got in trouble. So it really wasn't like I couldn't go back to school. I ended up going to jail.
You're pretty much forced out of it.
Yeah, I got forced out of it. You know what I mean? But definitely, if I could have went back to school, you know what I'm saying? If I had a chance, because I had a year left to play. I had a whole another semester left of school. I had a whole year left of football. So I would have played.
Was that one of the goals though, to get to the NFL?
It kind of was like a possibility. I think that was like, I feel like
that's how you looked at it.
Yeah, a younger me, I probably was a lot less confident than how I am now.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I had a coach that told us, like when we was probably like 12 years old, he like, there's probably 30 of us on the team. He said probably like 10 of y'all gonna play in high school. Maybe like four of y'all gonna go to college, and might not none of y'all go to the NFL. So y'all better make sure y'all grades good.
That's a real
man. I just started
real person right
there. That kind of whooped my ass like as a kid. So like I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't might not none of us go to the NFL. It's a whole bunch of us out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's like 10 parks in my neighborhood. Every kid getting this message right now. This is crazy. I'm like, yeah, I start doing the math, and I'm like, it's not adding up, man. Let me figure out how to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. I don't want to, you know what I mean?
The fallback plan.
Yeah, and I seen it hurt a lot of dudes, though. I seen it do damage to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not making it to the NFL, and that was all they was focused on. Their whole life since they was a kid, you would think you were going to the NFL. Like, that shit's shocking. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? They got to adjust and never thought they would be like a normal person in society.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I heard that it's less than 1% of all the kids that play football in the country that actually make it to the top level in the National Football League. So
you have to be exceptional, man.
It's like the lotto.
Yeah, it's like the lotto. It's like hitting the lotto, for real.
It is.
Why they got to pay them folks all that money.
I mean, but now all these other leagues are opening up. Like the Rock's got the UFL,
but they really are playing just to get to the NFL.
Yeah, they all are.
Yeah, they playing to get to the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they'll always be the biggest game.
Mm-hmm. They ain't gonna never be a game.
What is it? The UFL and then what's the other one?
The USFL and the
XFL
have now united and have become the United Football League.
Yeah, the United Football,
Oh,
which
yeah.
makes sense because like
might as well
to have three leagues.
It was too much ball before. It was too many football.
Yeah, we watching games all week.
Yeah,
on Tuesday,
and people need a break from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, but you're definitely right. It's all every league is just meant to get you to the next higher league to get you to the top level.
Yeah, I mean it's the same with the NBA. People used to play the Euro leagues to tune up their game to try to get into the NBA, and now they got the G League for that too.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something about going into the Euro League where you're playing with other pros that you'll sharpen your game
a
lot more. But yeah, man, it's to be a pro athlete, period, man. It's a lot of pressure and a lot of work.
Yeah, nah, for real.
But
it's professional, anything.
It's truly elite.
But you're a professional artist now, and you know what that is.
Man.
Yeah.
I think you made a great choice.
Nah, for real. I think I did the right thing.
Yeah.
No, you did.
Everything worked out how it was supposed to.
Because based off of what you said earlier, right? You said I could do this forever.
Yeah.
And you can. There is
Can't
no
play
age.
Football forever.
There's no age limit on music until you decide. You know what? I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Right. With football, there's.
Yeah, you got about good. You got to. People playing longer, but at my position,
depending at your
you got to
position,
get 10.
Yeah.
You got to get 10 to 12
I
before
think,
you start breaking down.
Average length in the NFL is like 3 3/4 season. It's not quite 4 seasons. That's average. So
you got to be an exceptional.
Yeah, so that's
ultra.
Yeah, I'm saying being like a guy, being a top guy, you probably get like a good 13 piece at corner out the league. You know what I'm saying?
The average guy coming in, he's going to hang out for a few years, and if he can't really do something, he's done.
And then they got to figure out what to do after that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You got to better get
you got to get that
or something.
car dealership, Starbucks,
insurance.
Better get you a Dr. Greenthumb.
Yup.
Yeah.
Come see me. Make an appointment with the doctor. Real quick, guys. Did you know in 1956, Glenn Goins from Parliament Funkadelic was born? Happy birthday.
I didn't know that.
E-Funk. Yeah.
That's right. Legend. And did you know on this day in 1962, Keith Shockley from the Bomb Squad, Legendary, was born? Salute, Keith.
Big Keith.
That's the big bro right there, man.
Dude right there.
Some of the most legendary production work in hip hop.
He's a good DJ too.
And he's a dope DJ, yes.
Got them funky 45s.
And did you know today is Cuba Gooding Jr.'s birthday? Happy birthday, Cuba.
Yeah.
Born in 1968.
Senny.
Radio.
Hui Chung. Cuba Gooding. He's a good, cool brother.
Did you know on this day in 1969, the shipment of John Lennon and Yoko Ono's albums Two Virgins was seized in New Jersey due to full frontal nudity by both of them on the album cover. It's pretty bold.
Pretty bold.
He went balls out on.
I knew something was coming.
Like that.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. All right. Don't say the top down. Say the titties is out. All right. Did you know on this day In 1993, Bryson Tillerson was born. Happy birthday, Bryce.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
A lot of birthdays today.
A lot of birthdays today. It's not your birthday, man?
No.
Yeah, man. You got any tour plans coming up?
Oh, yeah, I'm about to go on a college tour. Like 2 months.
Those are the best runs, man.
It's going to be a fire run.
That's where you build it all.
Yeah, I'm building the whole, like, my whole show out, too, to be, like, based around, like, college shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to relate to
Well, that's what we did the same thing back in the days.
Oh, yeah.
One of our first tours, I think, was a college tour, wasn't it?
First couple, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's where you know, right? Like a lot of major labels out, that's what they'll do. They'll put you on that college run, and if you're hitting there, they know they could build on that. If you're not hitting there, they know, okay, this is a write-off. We're just gonna shelf this over here.
Tax. You gotta get it.
You bet. Like if you're up and coming artist and you get signed to a label, they put you on that college run. You better put the work in, because that's
my boy.
That's like the, what do they call it? The springboard, the launch pad. If you could kill it there, that's where it all starts.
You know, back in the days, like when like the first people to play or any of our music was always college radio.
College radio. Yeah.
So we had that buzz in the
It's low key the same, you know what I mean? It's like the same when you start buzzing around like campuses and stuff like that. It goes from there to the club. From there, then you know, what I'm saying? It's like a bounce. You know, it's like baby steps. You know what I mean? You start doing parties, then you start doing college campuses and stuff like that. That's how it kind of worked for me. I started doing frats. Started doing different stuff, and I was bouncing around.
Frat parties.
Yeah, I mean, that's where all your peers are at anyway.
Yeah, them was all the homies too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So and then I feel like we had it cool though, like opening up for like other artists. Like selling slots was like a big thing when I was coming up.
Winning people over.
Yeah, so like I would just go perform in front of nobody. That's why like performing really don't be nothing to me. Like especially that like. Now they actually know the words. I'd be like, oh shit, this is a cakewalk. I was doing this for trying to sell it for years. Like, man, didn't nobody know nothing I was talking about. Now y'all actually know what I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
That's the business. What were you gonna say, son?
I forgot.
Yeah, that's the weed.
Stoner.
That's the weed. Hey, were you smoking while you were playing ball?
Nah, barely. Like barely.
Hold on. Nah, barely. Hold on.
I never failed a drug test.
All right.
I never failed a drug test. I think they only drug tested me one time, and I wasn't smoking then.
Barely never.
Barely never.
Yeah.
Nah, I smoked real young, and so it kind of spooked me. Like I smoked in 6th grade.
All right.
Yeah, like that year from me going to elementary school to middle school, like I was smoking like. I was smoking at least probably like every other day. Yeah, like
you started early.
Yeah, my cousins, they was smoking, so I used to just be hanging out with them. I get dropped off over there after school, and
cousin introduced you to the weed too.
They was getting high as fuck.
Man,
they
you got some good cousins.
Smoking a
It's always
Swisher.
a cousin though. Me too. Like,
Smoking a Swisher.
Those are some good cousins, man.
On the side of the house,
cousins.
man.
They put you on to all the good shit.
You made a good point.
That was
Les.
my
It's
best
always
year of
the
football.
cousins.
it's always a cousin.
It's always the cousins. This is true. Not necessarily mine, but
Somebody cousin.
somebody's cousin. Yeah. Sometimes it's a friend of a cousin.
Yeah, nah, them the worst. No, I fuck with them more than my cousins sometimes.
Yeah.
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 That'd be what you doing over here, man? You know, I'm just hanging out with my boy.
Yup. I swear to God, I know.
Yeah.
Look,
College tour.
College tour gonna go crazy.
It's gonna be a lot of beer out there.
yup.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of
You know it.
everything.
A lot of chugging.
Man. Yeah, man. Those are some of the best shows,
Bring.
man. Some of the best shows, cause you know they young and crazy at that point. Like they were
Yeah,
just
now it's turn.
to let loose and
They ready.
explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
University of Rhode Island.
Yeah, they popping.
Do you remember that one, huh?
Yeah, because it's the initials are URI, right? But they called it UR High for the campus. So we went and did that one a couple times. It was a lot of smoke in that party. So I had a good time doing all those college dates. And
Dorm room parties.
you learn how to perform your slot, what you do on the stage. You learn it down there, and that's how we first started doing like what I consider decent shows was in front of those college kids.
When you were in college, did all your friends smoke or just a couple, or was it just you?
Nah, I didn't really smoke, but niggas, we was smoking though. Like I wasn't smoking, but a lot of my teammates.
Your teammates.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not to be dropping the ball on them now.
Well, you ain't saying names. But yeah, I mean, because the smoke culture is big in college. It just
but we was getting kicked out though. Like dudes was getting kicked out of school for smoking.
Really?
Like losing their scholarship over weed.
That's horrible.
It was crazy.
You saw on Sunday the game after the Dallas Cowboy game. I don't know the receiver's name, but he had a career game. Big standout receiver. Broke a record, blah, 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 walked off the field, NFL drug tested him on the spot.
Oh,
that's that.
So it's like a big controversy. He's like,
well, I think they doing that for steroids though.
Yeah.
That's for steroids. That
I don't know
for,
what they did or why, but like,
it ain't weed.
It was bad. Like,
the guy, A.J. Brown?
I'm not sure, son.
They probably tested him to see if he on any enhancements that's illegal. You know what I'm saying? For him, like, nigga have a game like that, they on the steroids. They doing enhancements.
I believe it was C.D. Lamb.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can't like Adderall was a problem in the league for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like people couldn't take Adderall. They were saying Adderall like enhance your game and stuff like that. I think Richard Sherman then went through that. Like got tested for that or got suspended for that a while ago.
Wow.
A little while ago, yeah. So like
but there's like a whole generation of kids that got
Adderall babies. Yeah, like I was one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean it wasn't even like anything outside of the norm for what that generation was already living.
Mm-hmm.
You still watch a lot of ball?
Nah, I can't. I'm a hater.
Well, who was your team before you became a hater?
My pops like the Steelers, so
you like
we
the Steelers
fans. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm a hater. I just like whatever team my homies play on.
That's what's up.
Like all my homies that I grew up playing football with. So, but yeah, I'm a hater. I call a dude a bum quick. Like you suck. You can't cover. No hips, no feet. Yeah.
You watching all that shit.
Yeah, I might as well just not watch it. I'm in there breaking the film down like I'm still playing.
Yeah, you're watching film.
Yeah.
You're not watching.
It ain't even fun. It's not even fun.
You get down with mushrooms?
Yeah, a little bit. I had my little run where I was doing too much.
More microdosing now?
Yeah, microdosing now. Like maybe like every couple weeks I'll do something.
Yeah, I could relate to the doing too much. Probably most of us here.
Man.
But microdose is really good. No. It's trip because we ask a lot of people to come and sit with us this question, and lately, as of in the last, I'm gonna say 2 years, maybe 3, more people have said, yeah, we get down with doing mushrooms and microdosing and all that stuff, man. It's crazy how that's grown. Like before that, you couldn't get a person to say they did mushrooms because they were so afraid of it.
It got popular.
Especially with the ladies lately. The ladies are the new microdosers. They're all about it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna convert to macros. So
TV. Yeah. It's TV.
And it's dope how they got all the different ways to do it now with the gummies and now chocolate bars and they got these also like them the breath strips like that Listerine makes.
Oh yeah,
they have ones like that. That's
crazy,
like a gel.
Most people don't need very much to have a great time, but
yeah,
there are extremists out there that will take everything to the limit and.
Bobo.
Yeah. I mean,
oh yeah,
Lance
constantly. Do you do microdoses like in your sessions or before you like when you're getting creative?
I do it after. Like I'll drive and stuff like that. Listen to the music probably like towards the end of the session. I'll get off of it, go home, and just be in my own little space, vibe and stuff like that. Cause like I get weird. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be cool for me. Like in my mind, but like to the outside, the homies be like, hey, bro, you be tripping, bro. When you be on the shrooms, you be on one. So I just be like,
does that tell you whether you're gonna use the song or not?
Nah. Like, cause like we was talking about earlier, like I don't always believe that I'm gonna be right when it come to picking the song every time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just record and you know what I mean? We find something, all right, that's a banger, then build on that.
Yeah.
Well, you already said it earlier. The beauty of what we all do musically is that it's okay. You don't have to make the one right now. You just keep making them.
Keep making them.
You don't know when the one. You don't know what the one is
gonna be. One. I revert back to songs I did 2-3 years ago that I thought I would never put out coming out.
And like you said, look, they singing along now. They know it. They know the music.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. Those are the ones.
You know, the great part about, the social media shit is that you could tease people with that song now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't necessarily have to leak it. You could just tease it, put like snippets or clips, long enough versions
you
of
can drop freestyles like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All that.
And one-offs, you could do it ever. You can drop freestyle every day. Internet right here.
Whenever you want.
Whenever you want. 3 in the morning.
Oh, I'm going live. Bam.
Or you could drop a song. You could drop a song a day if you wanted to.
Tomorrow.
That would be the crazy challenge, right? If an artist decided, okay,
Soulja Boy was doing that.
He was doing that, huh?
At one point in time. Soulja Boy dropped like a mixtape every week. For like 6 months or some shit like that. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. A long time ago, like when it was like Dat Piff and shit like that.
And touring off that music too. Mm-hmm. Mixtapes, touring off mixtapes, crazy.
Soulja Boy really, when he be saying I was first person to do that. Yeah. He low key was. I don't think he was on was the way he was doing then, but he like look back and be like, hey, I already did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I see it like that, but.
Well, there's always a first somebody to do something.
Yeah.
Many people are gonna take that idea and like
patent it,
or figure out ways to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And there's that, and you got to live with that. But look, you were you pioneered that. That should be enough.
Yeah, already.
Because I mean, like no one's not gonna see like. That's the thing. If you do something, no one is just going to leave that alone and say, okay, well, that's theirs.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't going to touch that.
Yeah.
No. People now will look and see, okay, what worked for them. Okay, I'm going to work this angle too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're the template for the people coming after you. That's
already.
That's the realest thing that I could say to anybody. Whatever you put out, it's the template for the people coming after.
Mm-hmm. You mess with the auto tunes and all that?
Yeah, I use auto tune.
Make your voice crazy like a robot?
Nah, I don't be deep in the auto tune like that. I be like
little wavy, right?
Yeah, it's just more so like pitch correction. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it might be a couple notes and stuff I can't hit or something like that. But for the most part, lately I've been recording without auto tune though. Like I've been having really like small, lower and lower.
It got to the point where if it don't got auto tune, it's not gonna be that banger,
Nah, that's not even true. Cause a lot of songs don't be having no auto tune on it. It just like that's just such a sound now.
Yeah.
You can't unhear it. Like we use so much compression, like in the studios nowadays. Like it's so much compression, like and then. We record on so much less than people used to record on back in the day. So you're not getting as clear of a voice. And it's like what's coming out with the music, the mics that they using and stuff like that, like the instruments that they're using. Them songs not mixed like the same. It's not the same process, So everything sound press compact in. Like people going with the 2 tracks straight to iTunes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just sounds
like
bigger.
That left, do it, right, do it. Y'all heard that song be on the radio all the time? Bro, record that on his cell phone.
Yeah. People
in the room. He recorded it in his bedroom on his cell phone.
In his underwear.
Sitting on the bed, chilling. And for real, that's a little bro.
I've been in the lab
chilling.
like that.
Yeah. Hey, so like again, some people skip the process.
Man, on the iPhone mic. Could you believe that? Like the headphones that come with your phone.
Yeah.
He recorded a song on there. He made a hit on there.
I mean, think about it. Like, what was the homie that like was recording bars from jail or something like that?
Yeah.
He didn't have no recording studio in there. That was on phone.
Everything.
Yeah, but you can at least have GarageBand on your phone. So I mean, that's might as well be Pro Tools.
And you got producers making beats on phones too.
On the phones, yeah. I seen an app the other day. You could beatbox and then just put the instruments on the beatbox.
That's crazy.
This shit is getting ridiculous.
Technology is.
Have y'all up on the AI?
Yeah.
I could go be y'all right now.
The AI
I could go make a song as y'all right now.
Yeah. That's
AI.
the trip.
That's wild.
That's a
Use
trip.
all y'all voice.
Hey,
AI right now.
What's the trip is when they did Hank Williams to NWA. It was they.
I mean, some of it sounds funny to me.
Some of it's funny, but I mean, it was just a trip to hear that.
I got to see that one. I ain't seen that one.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Like I heard some Biggie vocals and it's like, nah, that ain't Biggie.
That ain't Biggie. Nah, I feel you.
Well, because you know what he sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Other cats that really don't know, they could only assume this is what he sounded like.
The voice tone and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you think about it, it's a program meant to simulate, and it ain't always going to get it 1,000% right. That's the thing about AI. Most of the time, but I'll tell you what, some of the art that's coming from it is pretty goddamn dope. If you got a good imagination and you know how to fuck with that,
use it as a tool.
It's crazy.
It's out there.
Word up. All right, let's do this now. Check this out.
Hey, how's it going? This is Michelle from Dr. Greenthumb's LAX, located at 5494 West Sentinel Avenue, just 10 minutes from the airport. If you're ever looking for some flour, pre-rolls, tinctures, edibles, whatever you're looking for, we've got. We're open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day, so if you're ever in the area, come check us out. Now back to you guys at the studio.
Word up. Now it's time for submissions. Submissions.
All right, no cowbell today, but we got the beer bottle, right,
Beer
Les?
bottles. Got the beer bell, son.
All right, first submission of the day here. We got J Maxine. And he's showing off a little breakfast. Started off my 20 Mamba breakfast with a smash burger.
Okay.
Two sirloin patties with onions, feta, and jalapenos, and 2 slices of cheddar cheese, a fried egg, and 2 pieces of bacon.
In the year of the Mamba, you're doing it big. All right.
That'll hit the spot right there.
Yeah.
It's a little too much, right?
I can't get with the bacon.
A little bit, yeah.
Everything goes good, though.
J Max C.
All right, J Max C.
Not bad.
We got Josh up in here, and Josh is saying, yo, this is Ask a Bum, a.k.a. the Pope. This is an AI image of Sendog in a fight stance. I told you this on Twitter a while back, but I used to think Sendog was one of the top 5 toughest dudes on Earth. I mean, I know he's legit tough because I've heard the stories, but my 13-year-old brain had him on Mike Tyson's level of badassery.
Well, that's a hell of a compliment, Sendog.
Wow. I know, right?
I don't know if the art is like a true indication of you, but it looks more like less. Right?
No, that's what I was going to say. It looks more like Psycho Les.
Like my boy Al Scratch.
I could see the meat in there, though. There's definitely.
The fight stance?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But man, after that intro right there, I don't know if we're going to be able to fit his head in the car. I don't, you know what I mean? Oh.
Who asked you?
Mike Tyson tough. Wow.
Mike Tyson tough.
Well, maybe a little bit under Mike. How about that?
From you,
that was
we'll
sick,
accept
though.
that.
That
From
was
you,
great,
we'll accept that. Yeah.
That was a great drawing. Send that to me if you can.
And we got, let's see here, we got Midget Mike, a little strong tone AI art.
Right.
Strong one. Where's the bag at, though? You need the bag. But I see the volcano in the background over there off to the right. You got balloons, but not the bag.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm digging it.
T.I.P. That's a T-shirt, son. All right.
And we got a Peach up in here showing, this is the filming of Crush Groove, May 1985.
Damn.
LL Cool J and me.
Man, wow. Super throwback.
On the
Farmers Boulevard.
Cool J.
Yep, he just tore it up on the stage the other night for the Dick Clark New Year's deal. Him and Z-Trip.
See, he's the man.
Yeah.
He's nice.
And the band. He had a nice band, too, knocking it off, too. So it's dope.
We got Tap Out showing off some flour, about to blaze up some 30% LVTK, saying it's a good smoke.
All right.
Steady,
Nice.
Looks good.
30%.
Not bad.
Can't be
Not
bad.
It got ravaged by the bag, though, you could see. Because, in a jar, that thing would have so many trichomes on it. That's the thing about the plastic bags and things. They ravage the trichomes.
Yeah, it just sticks everywhere it goes.
Yeah.
Dr. Greenthumb dropping that knowledge.
I mean, that's why back in NYC, they started making the cases
Yeah, little jars and
little
stuff.
jars and shit.
Oh yeah, you know what? In NYC, for the longest time, if you went and got an eighth from somebody or any amount, it always came in those little plastic cube boxes.
You don't want it all in the bag.
You don't want it squashed in the bag. No.
There was nothing better than getting those little boxes when you went there.
That was great marketing by the homies that were doing that, because anytime we came to NYC, it was like, look, calling those guys.
Yep. Excellent. Rolled up on the bike.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why now in dispensaries you see more brands like flipping from bags to jars, because they want people to see the herb in its truest form, and in a bag you can't really see that.
All crushed up in your pocket. No.
Yeah.
And we got Xanad saying, yo, just picked up Black Sunday's album. It's an all-time album, B.
Well, thank you. 30 years of that one. Word up.
4.5 million copies later, guys.
Yeah. All right. Shit happens. All right, next.
And we got Red Boy saying, I got an 8, a 10, and a 12 millimeter funky field tip, smoking some homegrown green crack on a zigzag paper.
All right. Good for you, man. He's got his starter, he's got his dinner, and then he got his dessert.
You gonna rate them?
No, he didn't ask for one.
Oh, all right.
I was gonna say they're pretty good though.
They're pretty good.
I give them all 7s. Unsolicited.
I'm gonna say there's 5 in there. There's a 5, 6, 7 in there.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Was this a 7?
I'm not telling you anything. Next.
All right, next up in here we got Red Boy as well. He's showing off his harvest, and he's saying holiday travels has me chopping a bit early.
Nice.
Fur.
Auto flower right there. In the pots.
Not sure on that.
It seems like it's auto flower because it's very short. But I don't know. You could have just popped clones outside and boom.
Clones.
They look good though.
And Red Boy's also showing off a little cross joint.
Yeah.
Got on a funky.
I'll give that a 9. Even though the lines are a little bit off, that looks pretty goddamn good right there. He didn't ask for one, but I had to give him one.
Exorcist joint.
You always got to go dark, huh, son?
Exorcist joint.
All right.
That's what the stoner preacher brings in.
All right.
No, it's a quality joint because, look, the funky already gives you the ability to stand up, but that doesn't mean it gives your cross joint the ability to stand up.
Right.
So he got the cross joint that's balanced and can stand up.
Yeah.
Take the demon out.
Yeah. It'll exercise you, son. All right.
And we got K Yazzie smoking on some, let's see here, smoking on some high voltage, saying happy holidays.
All right.
Smoke.
Cool. Smoke up.
Prendelo.
Then we got Ant up in here with a little Cypress Hill AI art.
Awesome.
That's dope.
AI.
AI. Like
Busy
that.
tight.
Yeah, that's tight too right there.
Damn.
Gonna have to send those to me, Bolton.
Bring it.
All right.
You're really high there.
So take some mushrooms and some shit.
Look at that.
And just look at this.
Bobo's Portal.
Those remind me like the old Fillmore posters.
Yeah.
Right there. That was old.
You know, for the Fillmore posters, there was like five go-to guys that were making all those, man.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah,
Shaw.
yeah,
Chris
that's
Shaw
just
was
the
probably the
fire.
most famous.
Yeah, Chris Shaw was the most famous of them. Yeah. They did crazy work
Yeah.
with the art.
And we got Megan saying, be real. I like smoking flower the best, but I have a difficult time rolling with tips, so I smoke with this little tiny bong. It smokes great, but I have to clean it a lot, almost every day.
Look, right here on YouTube, there's a how to roll with the funky field tip. Just watch it a few times and practice it several times, and you'll eventually get it, and you won't have to deal with this bullshit right here, man.
And she's asking, do I have to buy that expensive abrasive cleaner?
Yeah. Yeah. The ones with the acetone in it will clean it quicker. Or you get 99% alcohol and let it like soak, put some inside, whatever, let it soak overnight.
I got even better advice. You just throw that motherfucker away and get yourself a new one.
Get a new one.
That too.
Because they cheap now.
That too.
Roll those tips up and wash them.
To quote Easy E, throw it in the gutter and go buy another.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Start over. It's all right.
Start over.
And she's showing, like, when this is clean, like, she can't get these inside spots out.
Yeah, no, that could come out, but
that could, yeah. What's what I just said? The I think the Orange Crush or whatever it's called. It's got acetone in it. It'll help break it down right overnight.
Or a little 91 alcohol, like you're saying.
99.
And then put it in the microwave a little
some
bit.
hot 99. You get that right out.
Right out there.
And put it 20 seconds in the microwave.
Bam.
Boom, out of here.
I whatever, because it depends on how much alcohol they're trying to heat up. Just watch it, and when it starts bubbling, that's when you know.
That's when you turn it off.
Stop. It's there.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't experiment. All right. Next.
And next up in here, let's see, we got Misty, and she's saying this was the second of 2 launches in Florida the other night. I took these from my video from my front porch. I believe this was SpaceX.
Oh, they launched.
Where they going?
Out into the Bermuda Triangle.
Out there.
Tell them what they doing, man.
Yeah.
It's a scary place. Florida's a scary place.
True that. T-minus 10, 9.
They'll do
8.
anything in Florida.
Or is it moving already?
It's moving.
Oh, it's moving. The hell?
Funny.
What do you think, Steph Tone?
I don't know the way that's moving. It doesn't look like a rocket, because the rocket usually goes straight up.
That's how they all go. They all go in a big old arch.
Yeah, but this ain't arching.
Well, it's not yet. Not from this angle, but
Chinese fireworks.
Down, beaver.
All right, next.
They got good fireworks.
They do. The best.
Yeah.
And we got Megan saying she found a nice dispensary up in Buffalo area, finally picking up that good weed.
Okay. Let's see. Jelly 2, Blue Dream, Gasolina, Ice Cream Cake, Midnight Sherbet. If it's real sherbet, that's usually some really good weed.
She had to walk through a foot of snow to get there.
Yeah.
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, she got five bags. She's good.
Yeah.
Over to sit down.
a 300 milligram edible.
That's gonna whoop her ass.
She don't got to walk through that snow for a couple days.
She's not gonna go nowhere for a little while.
That Blue Dream though, I haven't had that in a minute. That used to be mine.
It's hard to get good Blue Dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that good gassy.
Because it's like one of them marketable names where people that have shitty weed, to get rid of it, they'll just slap the name Blue Dream on it. You know what I'm saying? These days you can't. Like if you go to a dispensary and buy it, it's going to be that. And chances are it's going to taste good. But like when you get a black market style, that's when, you take your chance. But going into a shop, getting Blue Dream, yeah, that's probably pretty good.
And that seems to be it.
Word up. Thank you for the submissions. Keep them coming to brealtvcontest@gmail.com, and we will put them on, as you know. All right. We got a mix after this on Twitch and our other channel, Be Real TV 2. We got Devin Hype up in here. Gonna, pop a set off with Psycho Leezy. Make sure you check it out. All right. If you're not subscribing to Be Real TV 2, do it. And you can catch the mix now, Monday through Friday. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 Eastern, the mix show after this show. All right. And salute to everybody that, came through and was hanging with us yesterday in the mix. That was the first one. So salute to everybody out there that joined us. Salute to everybody on Twitch, Discord, and the home site. And right here on YouTube, if you haven't smashed that like yet, smash it. Subscribe, leave a comment, whatever, share it out. And get down with all the content we be dropping. We got another Soldier Story popping off this Saturday. High Roller Tour recap number 5, Cypress Hill. Make sure you check it out. Right now, 4 is out there. So if you haven't checked 4 out, do so. We're sitting here with my man, Kalan. For real, for real.
What's the deal?
We're about to go into the insane asylum and open up the doors. If you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we want to hear it.
Shout us out.
Oh man.
Welcome to the insane asylum.
All right, let's do this. Yo, big shout to C- fan. He's up in here rating us with his Twitch party.
Well, thank you, C-.
See easy.
Salute.
Right.
And then we got Coco up in here asking when the Kalan for real and Be Real collab gonna happen.
Bring it.
Oh, man. You know, I'm always down.
Let's do it. Bring it.
It's Coco from Ice-T.
That would be something. No, it's for SWV.
And he's also saying that Kalan song with Dom Kennedy, Say Lady, that stuff is fire.
Good looking. Appreciate you, bro.
We got Juicy Jules saying, yo, shout to Sendog in the Pendleton.
That's right.
Gotta stay true to the style, you know what I'm saying? So
Is that a new one they just dropped?
no, this is one. This old thing.
That old thing?
No, this is one of them ones I had just up in the closet. But I do have the Pendleton and Greenspan's collaboration shirt that they did. I think me and Trace both picked one up, right, Trace?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. How many Pendletons would you say you have in your closet?
I don't know, around about 60 or 70.
Hell
Damn.
yeah.
That's
Around
like
there.
that's like someone's Jay's collections.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, but the thing is too, man. Like I don't get rid of them. So like the ones that I had like back in the '90s,
You got them,
I still have them in there. They just don't fit.
right?
You know what I mean? Your body changes and shit. So, but I don't get rid of them. They gonna be worth something to somebody one day.
Okay,
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
Hall of Fame.
They're $200 shirts. It's not like they're cheap shirts. Those are like
Yeah, no,
serious.
those are not cheap.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but they don't ever lose that value.
No, they
You know what
don't.
I mean?
No.
Penalties don't.
Like you want to slang it for $200 to somebody's gonna pay you.
Oh yeah,
100.
absolutely. Especially that size.
Yeah.
500.
They'll snap that shit right up. All right, next.
We got Ask-A-Bum up in here asking, how did you guys keep from getting a big ego when you were really famous? And he's also asking, what's the most respectful way for a fan to approach you?
Well, you know, all our friends were very real with us, and we were very real with each other. So we would snap each other out of any ego or some shit like that. You know, we always put our ego aside with each other. So I think that helped keeping us grounded in our friends. You know what I mean? Like telling us shit we didn't want to hear when we might not want to hear it. And if you got people that'll hold you down like that, you could stay grounded. And in terms of approaching any celebrity, you just approach with respect. That's about anybody. You know, that's all you could ask for.
Yeah, I like it when you come up to me and they say, "Excuse me, Mr. Dog, can I get a picture with you, please, sir?"
Oh, specifically like that, huh?
No, I'm fucking around, dog. Excuse me, Mr. Dog.
That was going to happen. Watch. Excuse me, Mr. Dog. May I please have a photo with you, sir?
Sir.
I mean,
Sir
should
Dog.
somebody approach you like that, how could you say no?
How do you say
can't
no
say
to that?
no to that. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Not that I ever say no, but sure. Yeah.
Oh man.
And Ask-A-Bum is asking or saying, Sen, you should do a Just the Dogs tour with Snoop Dogg and Pitbull.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
That'd be dope.
You know, the only other thing that I've ever had that was a possibility like that. One day, Fife Dog from Quest hit me up, and he wanted to do a song with himself, Fife Dog, Snoop Dogg, and me. And it was right before he happened to get ill, and things took a turn for the worse for him. But I was thinking like, man, that would have been a really
That would
good
have been
idea.
dope.
Yeah.
And Bow Wow.
Yeah, Bow
He just
Wow.
said me and Snoop,
Featuring-
bro. I don't know Bow Wow.
Featuring Bow Wow. Nah,
Featuring
I'm
Bow Wow
fucking-
and who else, yo? Yeah, but that was a cool idea.
He would have made sense.
Yeah.
All right.
And we got Golfer saying, B, the Palace is now known as Avalon Hollywood.
There you go. Now it's the Avalon.
Whack.
Avalon.
Send it back to the Palace.
People still call it the Palace.
People still call it the Palace.
The Avalon
Because
Hollywood.
forever it was the Palace until, ownership changed hands, or they licensed the name to somebody who was willing to take on throwing events there.
Now, did it go from the Palace to the Avalon Hollywood?
Yeah.
There was nothing in between?
No, I don't think there was anything in between.
Word.
Not that I remember.
A lot of memorable concerts happened there.
Great shows happened.
You know, we were young coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always tell somebody, we're playing over at the Avalon, but if you say, oh, yeah, it's also, that's the Palace, they're like, oh, yeah, I know where it's at.
People still do gigs there. It's just hard, like with parking over there at that gig, man. Well, actually, no, not that gig. They got that big ass parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And we got, let's see here. We got Midget Mike asking, Kalan, do you memorize your rhymes or read them off your phone?
I freestyle everything.
That's dope.
Yeah, I just punch in like do bar by bar. Just wrapped up.
Do you get them in like your head, like the thought first, or is it as it's going?
No, I just as soon as I listen to the beat, I just whatever come up. That's what I'm talking about today.
That's dope.
Yeah. For the first time, like on this project, I'm working on a project now where I'm actually writing stuff.
Yeah.
But like everything that anybody's ever heard, pretty much been a freestyle. Everything.
How do you feel like the difference is between like, doing the freestyle act of it, or between, differential to the writing?
I feel like when I write, I get to take my time more.
Yeah.
In the sense of like I get to plan the story better. You know what I'm saying? Get detail with my words, say things differently. You know what I'm saying?
So you're like in the writing process.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but it was like hard to adjust to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, cause I'm used to doing like 10 songs in a session.
Yeah.
Like I do like 10 songs, go home, listen to all 10 of them, could pick through them. Now I do like 1.5.
It's hard to harness when you've been having the ideas just flowing automatically, right?
Yeah, because I'm thinking about this all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just,
Well, that's dope that you're getting it, and then you like the writing process.
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, definitely.
That's what's up.
We got Layer Cake saying more artists should make a music video that has to do with the lyrics, not a video nothing close to the song's story. Are you saying there's a lot of videos like that?
That happens to a lot of artists. I mean, I don't think there's not one that ever put a video out that didn't have one of those.
We got Ask a Bum again asking, do you guys use daily affirmations?
Daily affirmations. No, but I used to do it before shows. Like if I was going to freestyle in that show, like, I don't know if you remember, but we'd play this, I don't know, like this Pink Floyd type beat, but it had hip hop drums on it. I can't remember who produced it. It might have been Sick Jack, but we would use it in a certain point in the show, and I'd freestyle like all off the head in that particular part of the show. And before the show would start, I would tell myself things to be able to unlock that freestyle. Yeah.
We got Rounded Bounce saying, yo, Kobe had bars back in the day. There's some YouTube videos of him.
Yeah, he was a hip-hop head, man.
We got Sir Pufflot saying, Happy New Year and big ups to my big brother, Senny Sosa. Love you all and keep up the great work.
Yeah, man. Happy New Year, y'all. Big shout out right back at you.
And Jason saying, Sendog, United Football League needs to merge with Canadian football with American rules and get the best TV deal they can. The TV money is the only thing that can help a league survive.
There is the Canadian Football League.
Yeah. Well, traditionally, the Canadian Football League has stood on its own, and it has sent players to the NFL and back and forth and shit like that. But they got like over 75 years of playing ball up there.
I don't think they would do it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Canada would do it.
Yeah.
They got their own market.
Yeah, they do.
Football only happens in between the time the NFL starts and finishes. And then whatever's going on in college. That's like the only football I think people follow for me.
Yeah. Well, I watch a lot of ball, including high school ball and whatever, but a lot of people don't realize that there's some really gifted athletes up there in Canada getting down.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's definitely not even trying to knock the caliber of players that aren't in the NFL.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the NFL is the show that everyone's going to see.
Like when I'm flicking, I see college football, I just keep flicking. Like
I got a question for you, Steph. Is the NFL rigged or staged or anything like that at any point, do you think?
You know, there's all kinds of stories that go along with it. You know,
that's why I'm asking you.
there are most definitely times when you watch a game and if you apply that logic to the game, it seems like it makes sense. Like I don't know, I have nothing that for me that says any of it's real, but it's so funny because I was joking the other night. Like when who lost in the very last second when they had to play do the play through Dallas and
Detroit.
Like they straight up they made the 2 point, they got it, but then they didn't do it. They had to do the play again and then they lost. I was like you won the game and then you lost the game, and I was like, oh man, Vegas called on that. They're like, nah, we said 1 point the other way, not 1 point over. Yeah. But that's the way it went.
That's the interesting thing, Steph. You made the point is when those controversial things happen, ironically, at the same time, it throws the spreads different ways. If it just happened and it didn't matter, it really wouldn't matter. But because it's surrounded by the odds of Las Vegas, here comes that, the whole conspiracy issue.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I can't say one way or another. That's not. I have no expertise in that whatsoever. But I'm just saying it's funny when you apply that logic to it at times, and you're just like, that has to be it.
Well, we could say this in any game. The officials, whether it's like a referee or whatever, they can always control the flow of the game. Who's to say they can't control the score too? It's not impossible.
You could see poor refereeing in all sports with the referees, yes. And
I mean,
and we can always, like I said, we can argue all day long whether it was just poor call or legitimately intentional.
There's a lot of talk now amongst the fan base and the critics of it's so-called being staged out or whatever. So that's why I wanted to ask.
Damien used to always tell me, he's like, well, if you can bet on it, then it's rigged.
Oh, there it is.
Or or it doesn't mean it's rigged all the time, but you can rig it straight up.
There's a way to rig it.
There's a way to rig it. All right, next.
And we got OG Cali Grower 420 saying, what up, everyone at the table? Today is my daughter's 17th birthday. Her name is Aaliyah. Can you please send her some positive birthday vibes? This is her first podcast show I listen to Monday through Friday at work.
Happy birthday, Aaliyah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Do it up.
And positive vibes to you always,
Always.
Keep away from people that want to break your dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Find whatever that dream is and go towards it. Put that work in. And happy birthday. Boxer Cali wants to know if you're doing any more collabs with Mozzie.
Oh yeah, me and Mozzie working on a project right now. We got a studio tomorrow. That's crazy. Yeah.
They're forecasting right now. See that?
It's on the way. On the way, coming soon.
Somebody's watching you.
All right. Nice falsetto, man.
That was a good one. No auto-tune.
Auto free.
Well done.
We got Hanson in the super chat saying, shout to Eddie G again. Glad we all get to enjoy the podcast, and thank you for always giving us a nice laugh and hi. Sending love all the way from Cali.
Much love. Back to you.
And we got J-Max C saying, Ayo B, I see that shirt. When y'all chopping heads?
Bring it.
We got to figure out the date, but it's coming in the year of the Mamba, that's for sure.
Get ready. Monster joints.
Yup.
And we got Mike Jones up in here saying, Shaq is the best athlete rapper ever. What do you guys think?
I think he's nice.
I think he's nice, yeah. Some people say Damon Lillard.
He's nice with it,
Yeah.
Like I see him as a basketball player. He could get on the mic and spit too.
Yeah,
it's dope.
He also can DJ, man. You see
he could
see
DJ
the gigs this dude's DJing?
He's real hip hop.
We did a gig
real
with
hip
him.
hop, yeah.
Yeah?
That's how I
in
was.
Texas.
Yeah, festivals this guy's rocking on.
Yeah, we
on
did
the
a
tables.
festival with him. He played right before us.
That'd be crazy if he starts busting out the verses in his songs while he's playing his set. How about that? He ain't busted that out yet.
He ain't done that.
But he could. He's that type of guy.
Yep.
All right.
And Buster's gun.
Bolt.
And we got George up in here saying, Yo, B, the Pistons won again. They beat Toronto.
Is that 2 games in a row finally after losing 27 in a row? Okay, that's a little mini streak. At least they got a mini streak. The Lakers, man, 34 games in, we can't get a winning streak. We got losing streaks more than winning streaks. It's hard. But, I still ride. I'm a Lakers fan all day. Let's go next.
And we got E-Man up in here saying, first Cypress show with the homies and I went to see Send Dog. He passed us the mic during Rock Superstar, and then Be Real gave us a shout-out. We were all rocking Southgate shirts, and it was dope.
Awesome.
That's what's up. Wish I could remember it.
Probably on mushrooms.
Probably was.
All right.
And we got Coach Reza up in here saying, yo, shout to Dr. Greenthumbs. Insane has the greatest strains on the planet.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Smoke.
And we got Marbell up in here saying, real chill, check this out. Hai Chic should collab with Dog Pound Group and do a dog album.
Oh.
How did...
You see the look of bewilderment on this guy's face right
man.
Holy shnikes.
So somebody out there.
I don't know how he cracked the code on that.
Wow.
He cracked the code. I should take that person to dinner or something.
Wear your red rag, son. Just
yeah.
Antagonize him. Oh, man. Good one. Next.
Well
We got Jesus up in here saying, Sens Brosha led the Scottish in Braveheart.
That means his mustache. The brosha is his, big ass mustache.
Okay. That's a good one. Very good.
And the last one so far, we got Layer Cake saying, you guys were talking about college radio stations. They had some of the best shows before.
Yeah. Out, in New York, it was Stretch and Bobbito, right? Yep. And out here for us, it was Mike Nardone and a few. Julio G. Yeah, but he didn't do college radio.
I know, I'm fucking with him.
Yeah. He didn't do college radio. He did KDAY, which was like considered real radio, but on AM.
Davey D was up in the Bay Area on KPFA.
Yeah, Davey D up in the Bay.
Thank God for college radio.
I still can't believe there's a AM still exists. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm never on AM.
That's where the sports stations be, and some of the other, some of the other stuff.
All talk, a lot of maybe
talk,
some country,
some oldies here and there,
maybe some oldies.
Yeah,
Spanish station or two.
Yeah,
hey, still on the air.
Still on the air, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Laker games they play on AM. Clipper games, Dodger games, all that shit. FM is just music. Rarely talk. I mean, there is talk, I guess, but I hardly listen to the radio anymore.
I used to listen to talk radio all the time. I ain't listened to it in maybe the last.
I mean, satellite radio, yeah, but not
5 to 10 years.
Not necessarily regular radio. It's it's tough when it's just the same.
Hawks.
Huh?
I'm gonna go straight for the Hawks every time.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Yeah, bring that phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right here. Got a little computer.
Yeah.
Here.
Kaylin, do you like to use Spotify or iTunes?
I go back and forth. It depends on how I'm listening. What kind of listening I'm doing. If I feel like picking through the songs, I'll go to probably like Apple Music. But if I want to get my playlist, my playlist be on Spotify. I feel like Spotify like more detailed.
Yeah, their playlist is
pretty cool. They got like the little enhancements on there. I had Spotify for a hell of a long time. Now I always had both. So
yeah. I mean, that's where a lot of people are looking for artists there.
Mm-hmm. And they got all the analytics too.
Yeah,
they tell you a lot that you can. They at first they showed you a lot of analytics. Like,
yeah, down to the minutes of like how like each individual is listening to a specific artist or genre or whatever. It's crazy how they break it down like that.
Yeah. So I always was taught that that's what you got to look. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to have going. So I always use Spotify too.
Yeah, Spotify's winning right now in terms of the
go-to.
But
Apple Music comes with the phone. So like Spotify, the fact that you got to go download it. You know what I'm saying? People fuck with Spotify too.
Well, if they want playlist, if they go to Spotify. But if they're like saw something on the playlist, whatever, they'll go buy it from Apple, or license it, whatever they're calling it these days, because you don't actually own it.
Mm-hmm.
It's in your phone and all that, but it's not like when you went and bought a CD, you owned that.
Mm-hmm.
You took that home. That there was a place for that. All that shit is in your phone now.
It's in your app.
Yeah, and the minute you let go of Apple, like let's just say you decide I'm gonna close my Apple account, which nobody does, but let's say you did, all that music goes with it.
Yeah.
See ya.
Well, nah, it's still on the phone because like the Apple account is just an email.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really gotta never close it, but even if you don't use that phone no more, you know, you can still use the music.
Yeah.
The music gonna be there.
Yeah, I guess you could use it as an iPod type.
Yeah, it could be like an iPod.
Yeah.
iPods came through and changed the game, though.
They sure did.
Came fuck the game up, man.
You ain't got to carry all them goddamn CDs around.
I remember my mom used to have a big ass CD case, heavy as hell.
Yeah, but you can carry
Heavy as hell.
Heavy as hell.
Oh yeah, no, but you can.
Heavy as hell.
But the phone not only let you get rid of all your CD cases, but it gave you enough room to carry more CD cases than you would have ever carried before.
Man, everything.
Yeah.
Super CD case.
I mean, and not for nothing. If someone saw a CD case and they were breaking in your car, that case was going with them.
Oh, it's gone.
And you can't scratch it. You get a fair chance forever.
Same for Serato.
You get a fair chance
Serato,
forever.
You got endless crates on Serato, you know?
Yeah. That's the cool thing about it, you know, the technology.
That's what,
game.
that's what I like.
Is that you got all that and you can put it on one device.
Mm-hmm.
And not worry about where you're going to store that.
Rock the party.
I mean, it's more efficient, you know, but again, where people wanted the CD or the vinyl because, you know, it's something that they had, you know, that they could hold in their hands and then come get it signed somewhere if they were lucky enough, you know what I mean? It's that you can't do that with a digital.
I mean, a vinyl.
I still sell vinyl. I still vinyl.
Yeah, a vinyl's more personal, man.
Yeah.
To me, like you could hold it, you looking at
People make small runs to be able to do that. You know, labels definitely do that. Like independent artists is probably like limited amount.
Yeah,
if you got it, you got it. But like, you know, the labels they make more volume of it. You know, and not for nothing, they trying to sell that shit too.
Vinyls are selling right now though. So
they always they ain't gonna never. I don't think they'll ever go out.
Even more, I know right now. Like people that don't even own turntables is buying vinyl.
Yeah, they sell shit at like Urban Outfitters.
Yep.
Like they giving them away. Like down there.
Like collecting shit.
Collecting shit. Yeah.
I think it surprised the industry in terms of like because how they were trying to steer it, were getting away from vinyl and using compact disc, right?
And that compact disc got discontinued.
And that got discontinued, but people still wanted vinyl. Whenever they put it out, whether it's a small amount or, you know, a little bit more volume, they go.
That's crazy.
People want it.
I mean, the CDs had a little run.
They had a little run. But it's like, again, it's as the technology goes and you don't need that CD and you could just put it onto your phone.
I mean, the good thing about the CDs back in the days was that you could burn CDs and burn me that, boom, whatever.
You can still do that.
I mean, people don't mess with
CDs. It's primitive, but you can still do it.
You got your phone now. You don't need a CD. You got your phone. Like
that's something that you, if you want to get it signed, you do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't give a goddamn about that, you just leave it digital and you're cool because it's just something extra you got to store.
Yeah, exactly.
You got, I think a few more came through, right?
We got Karina up in here saying, Happy New Year to my extended funky fam. Love y'all. And she's also saying show number 888. Can't wait till show number 1000. Start planning, fam.
Damn.
Happy New Year, Karina.
Yeah. On the way. Show 1000.
Nice. Yeah. Coming close.
In there.
We got Ask a Bum saying, Send Dog, you're the greatest rap rocker of all time. Props.
That's some hella props right there.
That is.
Hella
Thank you.
props.
Thanks for the compliment. You know, I appreciate it.
Excellent.
And we got Michelle saying, Hi, Bolton. Thanks for reading out my overdue apology for Be Real and Bobo last week. Wishing everyone a fantastic new year and hope everyone's dreams and goals are fulfilled. Love all y'all all the way from Australia.
Much love.
Nice.
Happy New Year and positive vibes to you.
In the last one so far, we got Hybrid Cypher saying Real Hits Radio, Peace to Sendog, Trace, Strong Tone, Les, B, Colt, and the Treehouse crew. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
What'd you do for New Year's, Kay?
Oh man, I performed.
You did a show?
Yeah, it's a club called Poppy. Performed there, and I went to Crazy Girls after.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Baby.
it was a good night. I'm still tired.
Different type of fireworks, you know?
Yeah. Excellent. What y'all do? What you do?
Oh man, I was just chilling. I stopped doing the events a while back. Unless they call me to DJ or play, a set.
Yeah.
I'm usually chilling away from that shit.
Absolutely.
Word.
Just it's sometimes it's too hectic to get.
Do you look at it?
Do you
look at it as like the cliche rookie night out? Do you look at it
No.
as that?
I don't know.
A lot of people do.
Because hey, listen, there was a time we were rookies.
And we went out on that night.
We went out on that night and acted fools and did crazy shit.
Straight up acted a fool.
So who am I to judge?
Right. Okay.
I just ain't trying to be there because I know it's like I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna be like, all right, this is cool, but I've done this 1,001 times, so let me just head back to the tilt and roll a few up and be cool. I'll say this: we were talking about it off air, but like you know how all these. The networks have their little different shows for the New Year's get down. LL Cool J, like we said earlier, he smashed his shit on there. But Las Vegas had the tightest presentation of like at the midnight hour, right? With the fireworks and all the shit. Because they had like over I don't know how many drones they had in the sky. It looked like over 1,000. You know what I mean? Along with fireworks coming out of the stratosphere. That the hotel that's like the ball, whatever that. Man, that shit was amazing.
Who's the last to have New Year's? Is it Hawaii?
No,
someone just past them.
It's just past Hawaii. This little island just past Hawaii.
There is someone else other than Hawaii.
Yes,
China.
But in the United States, it's I believe Hawaii.
Yeah.
I know Asia. They do their New Year's like in April or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Facts.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, I mean,
April.
but it's like that.
Okay, well, different calendar, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there Bolton? Is there any footage of? I believe you might see it on the KTLA's site. But I'm telling you, I'm surprised. I was hitting up Trace. I know you stood home, but I was surprised you didn't see it neither.
Yeah,
like,
I was down there at the Sphere, but I was on the back side of the Sphere with the Stratosphere behind that. There was like 11 hotels shooting fireworks, but I did hear about the Stratosphere and what you're talking about right now with those drones. They were literally visually dancing in the air above the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah, they did a thing where they went through the different decades of music, like from the 50s on up to now. And like they did a montage with like, let's just say the top 3 or 4 artists of that decade, and then they moved on. And for every decade, there was different imagery. It was dope. I gotta say, like that drone shit is amazing.
They expected 300,000 people on the Strip, and it turned out to be 400,000 people. So it was packed, elbow to elbow. So if you're not into that thing, because it was elbow to elbow down there. Don't get me wrong. And I was kind of on the fence about it too. But once I got down there, it was actually fun. So glad I did it.
You just gotta put your wallet in your front pocket.
Straight up.
Right? Put those Ray-Bans away. Take them off your shirt or something. They
no
go
watch,
be gone.
no nothing.
Yeah.
Yup. Got any more?
No, that seems to be it.
Word up. We want to thank you for your interactions today, man. Much love to all y'all. And we want to thank Kalan for coming up in here.
And thank y'all for having me, man.
Yeah, brother.
Y'all got me real high.
Word up.
Word up, man.
Put me on
That happens around here.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, now and then.
Already.
Word up. You want to got any shout outs you want to give?
Man, shout out Player Flavors. You know what I'm saying? My brain smoking Player Flavors raps. My project out right now, not hard to understand. Make sure y'all go get that, download that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Shout out First Class. Shout out Rock Nation, man. 2 for real.
Shout out everybody on the chat hanging out with us. Salute the whole squad here. Big K coming through. If you checking for the Psycho merch, go to the PsychoLessShop.com. If you on that IG, follow me, PsychoLessOfficial. And it's Tuesday, so get ready for the mix after this.
Shout out the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout out to the Dominator and OG Cali Grower. We did get your super chat, so thank you so much, man. What's up, Trace?
Big shout out to everybody around the table today. Always fun coming in here on a Tuesday hanging out. Big shout out to all the viewers out there on YouTube and Twitch watching us. Big shout out to my Instagram family out there at Trace Nunes. If you'd like to give me a follow, that's great. I'm going to be a label whore here real quick. Funky Field Tips website. I believe the holiday sale's still going on. Big shout out to Psycho Les for the Beat Nuts gear. Thank you very much. And also Proper Gangster at Proper Gangster. My new merch line dropping in 2024. About 2 weeks away. So thank you. All right. Send dog. Oh, actually, Steph. Excuse me.
Yeah, what up? Shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Weiss, Sen, B, Kalan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Psycho Les, Bolton, Ray at Morning Shot Films, Taryn at Velvet Hammer, The Dominator, Aton Pedro, Javi Lopez, Cali Blaze, E-Zone, Bobo, all the Asylum, Twitch Ward, and the Discordies. Y'all have an amazing week. Happy New Year to all y'all. And, yeah, man, have a good one. Then.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to the homeboy Chemo, the black skin, out there doing his thing. And my cousin Ivan, who's watching the podcast as we do it in Arizona over there in Phoenix or Mesa, one or the other. All right then, cousin. Did it for Have a good one.
There's no limits to the things you can accomplish if you put your mind to it. Swallow that.
BeReal.tv